Hello, everybody. It is the Alpha Heel 7, and this is the league announcement. That's right. As Madden starts to wind down for the 2021 season, we are cutting off. As I speak right now, we have the Super Bowl to be played, and we are shutting it down until Madden 22. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we actually keep things busy around here. And no other way to keep it busy than doing a MLB The Show Diamond Dynasty League. That's right, folks. Most of you that are in Apex, you already know that this is coming. Some of you do not. So what I wanted to do was come on video and just, I guess, announce and kind of talk about what we're going to do here. We are going to do a Diamond Dynasty League. Now, as you know, MLB The Show, the developers did not really do a good job of doing like an online franchise league. A lot of people are actually into this. So I do apologize about that. A lot of people are into this Diamond Dynasty, the card collecting. It's kind of like your MUT for MLB The Show. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to come on and, you know, try to do something different. A lot of guys are liking this Diamond Dynasty, so I said, you know what? Let's do a Diamond Dynasty League. So I'm going to go over some of the rules, the settings that we're going to use, and roster management rules. So make sure you watch this entire video to see if this league is right for you. So without further ado, let's go into the rules. That's right, you can't have a league without rules. However, even though we have 7 rules on here, this is just really cut and dry. It's not like a Madden league where, you know, no usering or, you know, no peeing in your hand or anything like that. So we are going to go over each rule and just make sure that you understand what is expected of you within the league. So first off, do not use any cheese in this league. That means no continuous bunting or cheesy base running. That means if you know of some sort of exploit with the game, do not use it. If you are into that kind of crap, you know, take it online and, you know, play with, you know, the 17-year-olds, you know, in Diamond Dynasty League, you know, online. So keep that out of here. So we just, you know, I'm going to keep that very basic because I don't know of all the exploits, but I will find them out. And if you are caught doing it, you will be gone. Secondly, mix up your pitches. Now, if your opponent swings at junk, you can keep doing it, okay? However, put more in your arsenal than just high fastballs and all-speed junk in the dirt. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, you know, I have no problem if you put it out of the strike zone. That is, I am not telling you to put it down the middle or, you know, just try to paint the corners. Try to come somewhat inside. I just caught that. That's what she said. Come somewhat inside the strike zone a bit. Now, if you're, you know, if you're someone that is playing someone and all they're swinging at everything, hey, look, that person cannot be mad. You need to learn discipline. Plate discipline is huge in this game, but so is the predictability here. So let's just keep it, you know, simple, guys. Just change it up. That's all I ask, okay? It doesn't mean you can't pitch fastballs, you know, and then a changeup, but just, you know, try to keep it to where you are mixing up your pitches. Run rule. That's right. We are going to have a run rule. If your opponent is up at least 8 runs or more at any point, the person who is losing can concede the game at that point. So I do understand that, you know, if you get upset that, you know, say you're getting your ass beat by someone that's, you know, a lot better than you. If it gets to that 8 rule point, you can just let your opponent know, hey, I'm quitting. We're conceding the game. You get the win. Number 4, this is a casual fun league, okay? We do have rules, but this is more of a casual league to just kind of keep us busy. People who like the game, want to get better, that sort of thing. But activity is important. You must play at least four games a week to stay in the league. Look, 4 games a week is easy in my opinion because this is the cool part about it. You can play anyone you want, right? So what that means is I'm going to go over how many games are going to be in a series, but look, you can just put it out there. Hey, who wants to play a game? Anybody can say, hey, I want to play a game. This is not, you know, like Madden where you have to play a certain person every advance. Maybe that person is busy, your schedules conflict. Look, 4 games a week should not be that hard. Once we get longer in the league and you're playing, you can only play like 1 or 2 people, then, obviously we'll get a little bit lenient on that. I just want to see activity. 5, have a good attitude. This means don't be a sore winner and don't be a sore loser. I'm not going to tolerate either one. So basically, if you're a good winner, do not go in there and brag about how big your dick is, because no one cares. Most likely your dick is probably not that big, and there's probably others around you that are bigger, okay? And don't be a sore loser either. If you lose a game, a good game, move on, okay? There's no reason to go in there and start complaining. Nobody wants to hear it. I can guarantee you. Same rule in my Madden League. Nobody gives a shit about how the game cheated you or, what. Just keep it to yourself. There's so many times that I get my ass kicked in Madden and I get so upset, but you know what? It's a good game. Move on, okay? No one wants to hear how, your sob story, okay? I mean, hire a shrink if you want to do that. Seriously. 6, if the game disconnects with you or your opponent up by 5 runs or more, then whoever's up at that point can get the W if you cannot settle it. So what that means is, basically, if you go up by 5 runs, or maybe your opponent goes up by 5 runs, you guys get disconnected. At that point, the opponent can get the win. Otherwise, if you're up by, say 4 or less runs, you guys set it up to where it was, whether, you just give the other person 4 runs, and then you guys start it from there. You guys are adults. You guys can figure it out. This is not rocket science, okay? Finally, this is the most important rule, okay? This kind of goes with number 5, but I wanted to put it by itself. 7, the league is meant to be fun. Have respect for everyone in the chat. Assholes won't be tolerated. I am the only asshole allowed here. That's right. I am the only asshole allowed in this league. If you guys know me, I'm genuinely probably not an asshole, but don't get me to that point, all right? So just keep in mind that, this is a very casual league. Obviously you want to win, but we're not playing for pink slips, all right? We're not playing for cards. We're not playing for cars or motorcycles or houses, okay? So just don't be an asshole, okay? It's that simple. I should have just put rule 7, don't be an asshole, right? But people don't understand that. But anyway, those are the rules. And now keep in mind, those are subject to change, okay? As we play this is the first time Apex has ran a MLB The Show league. I have run many leagues for MLB The Show on PlayStation 4 before they were assholes and they took the mode out. So this is our first time at this. We are going to give it a go. But we can change the rules at any time, just to let you know that, okay? Now, league settings. Let's take a look at the league settings here. I'm taking it right off the game. These are going to be the league settings. Now, atmosphere is relaxed, okay? I don't think that there's a big difference between that and competitive on the game, other than you're letting people know that are joining the league, hey, this is a relaxed environment. We can smoke a doobie and play, whatever. Membership. We are going to do an invite only. That's right. I am not opening this up to idiots. We are going to do invite only. So if you know guys that have the game, send them over my way. Say, hey, man, there's this cool league going on. It's very casual. We're able to, use our DD team. So teams, you see a question mark there. That's right. I don't know how many people are going to want to join. That's going to be up in the air. I'd like to have at least 12 to 15 guys so we can have some fun games. But, I'll take more. So let's try to get this league filled up. 12 to 15 would be great. If we get 20, that would be fantastic. But you're keeping track of 20 people, where, the lower the amount, the teams, easier to say, hey, John, get some games played. What the fuck are you doing, right? So max overall. Now, this is the big part here. I'm going to go over this in a couple minutes, but max overall is 85. That's right. For you guys that have God squads, you're going to have to create a new squad, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And they are going to be no more than 85 overall. That's right. Your entire team cannot be 85 or overall, and I'll show you where to find that. Postseason, kind of the same thing with teams. We'll go with that. We'll find out how many guys we get, and then we'll go over the postseason after that. Innings, we are going to do a 9-inning game. Kind of thought about doing 5, 7 innings, but I'm like, look, let's keep this, kind of realistic. Let's do a 9-inning where they have to use, different pitchers and all that kind of stuff. So games per series, I'm going to do 3 games per series. And what that means is that we get 10 guys. You're going to play 9 people 3 times. Okay, so you're going to play every person 3 times. Games per postseason, which is going to be the best of 3. World Series is going to be the best of 5. I am turning designated hitter off. Batting difficulty is going to be all-star. Pitching difficulty is all-star. That's because we have a lot of guys that have not. This is their first time playing MLB The Show. If we do Hall of Fame, everyone's going to get frustrated. I can't hit anything. I suck ass. I'm going to go kill myself, right? And we don't want anybody ending up in a some dumpster site with heroin needles like stuck out their arms because they couldn't hit on Hall of Fame, right? So batting, pitching, Hall of Fame. Guess pitches off because that's stupid. You don't want to, that's just stupid. I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory. Same with quick count. We're not doing that. Balks are off. I remember back in 15, I believe. It was so frustrating. I played someone. I'd hurry up and try to pitch and be like, you balked, and then the guy gets on base. It's very frustrating, so I turned it off. Accuracy is going to be personalized. Now, personalized meaning that he can make mistakes. I think that's awesome. I think that's a part of the game. Why not do that? Same thing with close plays. They're going to be, I guess accuracy is like every ump has their certain personality, which I think is pretty badass. So I wanted to turn that on. Close play, same thing. They can make mistakes. So just keep that in mind as well. Those are your league settings. So finally, we are going to go over roster management. That's right. This is what your roster must look like. Your roster must not be any more than 85 overall. That's right. You're going to have to probably create a second squad and, just get that overall at 85. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. Number 2, you cannot have your created player on your roster. This is non-negotiable. This is due to a bug that keeps them at 65 overall. I don't care if they're 99 overall and it shows them I don't want creative players. I just think it's stupid. They're not going to be on your roster. So if I find you with a roster it's 85, but you have a 65 overall, Big Dick or something, named Big Dick, and he's a creative player, I'm going to kick you out, or I'm going to make you leave the league, come back when you can create a squad with a non-creative player on it. Number 3, you cannot have anyone less than a 75 overall on your team. Now, I'm making this very interesting because I thought about this and I'm like, you know what? Guys can load up with 90s overall and then put, 60 overall or 58 overall on their bench and then get that 85, get it to where they can get 85. We're not doing that. So the worst player on your team cannot be worse than 75. And now, you may be asking yourself, what about cards that go up and down? Well, again, if the card is a 72, but he goes up to a 75 and it's the green, you can use that card. Now, if a card is a, say, 75 and you see it's in the red and it went down to 70 or 72, that means the player did bad and MLB adjusted that. You cannot use that card. So it's after everything is said and done, that card cannot be less than a 75 overall. Again, with rule number 2, if I see that you have less 75 overall players on your team, I will be checking before you join. You will be asked to get the hell out, or I'll, depending upon your attitude, I'll say, hey, look, man, you need to make sure that you take this dude out and put in a 75 overall. Last one, you must use a 5-man pitching rotation. That means that you cannot put 3 great pitchers and 2 shit ones and then say, oh, yeah, I'm just going to use a 3-man rotation. That will not work. We are using a 5-man rotation, and you will be watched on that, okay? So just to let you know, that's the roster. Again, 85 overall, you can't use creative players, and the worst player on your team should be no less than 75 overall. Questions? Let me know. All right, we are going to go into this game, and I'm going to show you guys how to create a squad. That is right. We are going to create I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, you see where this is 95 overall. Obviously, I would not be able to take this team into my Apex League, right? Because, hey, they're just so good. Now, you look at the top where it says LBRB, main, Apex League, tops. Now, I've already created a team, okay? So my team, and I'll show you, and I'll probably change it up a little bit. That is an 85 overall. So if you want to do this, what you need to do is you need to go all the way over. Now, you may not have created one, so it may just be the next one over. And you want to go over to where it says create new squad, okay? And you're like, yeah, I want to create a new squad. Here we go. What do you want to name it? I want to name it, Apex, whatever, Apex League. Because I'm going to use this in Apex, but I want to make sure that my main squad that I use in Diamond Dynasty League is, whatever. All right, so we're going to go here. This is going to be my squad, right? Now, what it does is I think it defaults to the best. Like, what's the best squad that you could put together? This is the best squad that I probably can put together. But what I need to do, go out of this. Now my new squad is right there. You'll see them. Because if you go out to manage squad, you'll see that, okay? Where it says 96 overall. We have to get that squad under 85. So you're not going to be able to put Chipper Jones, David Ortiz, Alfonso Soriano, Marcus Semien, none of them. I mean, you're going to have to be able to really create a squad. What do you want to create? A bunch of batters? This is where it gets kind of cool. You want to create some power hitters? Do you want to create speed? Do you want to create a balanced team with good pitchers and good hitters? Do you want to create some stud pitchers like the 90s Braves and have decent hitters? It's up to you, because as long as you have a 75, no one's less than 75 overall, and you get to that 85 threshold, then you're good to go. I'm going to show you my Apex League. This is my Apex League that I have made. Now, if you watch, I go out of here, 85 overall. That means I can use a squad, because guess what? Look at the worst players on my team, right? See where it says he's 77. Actually, I can't use him because he went down. That must have just happened. So I've got to take him out, right? Because he's not qualified to play since he's a 74. He's less than that 75. If you look, here's my team, right? And you can look over here to the right, and it'll tell you what their rating is. So that's what you want to go by, not what it says on the card at the top where it says 75. You want to look at where they're at. So you go to my rotation. Here's my rotation, right? Pretty self-explanatory. Again, got to look. Okay, so there's another guy that went down. So see, there's a couple guys that went down. So before we create this league, you're going to have to go in and look. So I would have to take out Zach Britton because he's not a 75. And I'd have to take out, Tucker Barnhart. So those are guys that I may have to take out. Now, they fit the 85 threshold, but they do not fit the minimum 75. So I've got to kind of tweak that before I come back. So that is how you create that. Now, if you are interested, you are more than welcome to hit me up on Twitter. I will get you in our Discord. You can hit me up on Xbox. And I will have a league invite that, once we create this, I'll get everybody in. But again, thanks for tuning in. And hopefully you are interested. If you are not, and you said, you know what, I like bunting every play and making my opponents rage out because I'm a cheesy bitch. But that's fine. No biggie. No loss. But if you are interested, hit me up on Twitter. Apex Twitter will be putting this video out. Or you can hit me up any way you want. I'm on Xbox One, or I'm on Xbox. The Alpha Heel 7, TheAlphaHeel 7. So hit me up, and then we'll go from there. And I appreciate everybody tuning in, and you all have a wonderful day.